Skagway at last, but I'll show you the first 10 or 15 minutes of this. Summit Lake. May the 18th, even though it does still look like winter up here. Just coming up to the Canada-US border. It's not this first group of flags, it's the second group up on the hill. That's where the border monument is. This little cabin was a replica of a Northwest Mounted Police post. It was built here about a dozen years ago. And there is the border monument on top of the hill. So we're now in Alaska. Just up on top of this hill here, there's a dam, a dam that supplied the water for the people that used to be at the summit there. Long gone now. It was bulldozed many, many years ago. I've hiked into this spot a few times, but it's much cooler riding the train. This is probably my, well, certainly my 20th at least, maybe 30th ride on the train. I love this railway. Narrow gauge railway built for the Klondike Gold Rush, 1898 to 1900. And this next few minutes we're going through the most dramatic part of the entire route. It used to run 112 miles to Whitehorse, and it now runs 67 miles to Carcross. The last time I hiked in there, I met a couple of scientists who were doing work on the toads and frogs that they found up here. You wouldn't think that that kind of amphibian would be able to live up here, but apparently they do. Love being able to see the engines as they go around these corners. Train is empty this morning. Apparently they're a lot busier this afternoon, but it's mostly Yukoners on the train this morning.
How's everything going out here? Oh, good, yeah, great. If you take a look up to the right here pretty soon, you'll see the remnants of the actual white path. We do this every year.
There used to be a series of snow sheds through this area, but they have all been torn down. They got rotten, and I think the last one was torn down in the mid-1970s. This is an American shed, because this is where the American snow shed used to be. And down below, as you can actually see, the original trail of 98 that the gold stampeders came up in. And there's no snow, there's actually old artifacts. You can see horse skulls and all kinds of cool stuff down on the trail there. There's the trail of 98 sign. Look down, look way down. Pretty cool. Now imagine building this railway 116 years ago. Pretty amazing. We're going to be going through a tunnel here. The route you see on the right hand side there was the old route of the railway before they built this tunnel. And I'll show you on the far side of the tunnel why they built this. But the this bridge here was built in the 1970s when they were hauling heavy ore trains across, and they wanted to keep the heavy ore trains off the Mexico. And that cantilever bridge was built in 1901. It was the highest cantilever bridge in the world. I tried to walk across it a couple of years ago and just didn't have enough guts to do it. It's a long, long way down. I think 240 odd feet from the surface down to the creek. Very impressive. There was originally a switchback before they built the cantilever bridge. You can see there's no access to it now. So there's both the cantilever and the big bridge back there. The gulch. Okay, we're into a valley now, or a canyon now, and it's so big that even an 18mm lens doesn't catch it all. During the Klondike Gold Rush, the people had a choice of going either across the Cuckoo Trail or the White Pass Trail, which is what we have here. The White Pass Trail off to the left-hand side of the cantilever bridge. Down through this section of the canyon, it's very, very difficult to see the original trail. A fellow I met from Parks Canada is doing some private research on the trail. He's been hiking it a fair bit over the last 4 or 5 years, and he has most of it mapped out now. Mile 18 through here. Now on the right hand side is what's called Mine Mountain. Gold and silver mine operated up there until the First World War. It was accessed by an aerial tramway that went across from the railway. hiking on Pine Mountain is awesome. No trails, you have to be very good at navigating off trail. The Inspiration Point mine is really difficult to spot. It's more or less right across from us now, but I can't even get into it right now, but it's just much here. Shut down for some reason.
Oh, you're down?
Yeah, I mean, it started up again.
Man, it's a big waterfall on the other side that you can never see from the road. You can let me know before me when that's going to.
You see that right down in that far corner?
Yeah. Oh, right across from there?
Yep.
Looking at it, that's kind of where we're going to be. How do you see it leaving this one stop?
Just never get tired of this view.
Oh, man.
Amazing stuff.
Really?
Amazing. What a world. Broad view here. And we're now at Tunnel Mountain. And this is why it's called Tunnel Mountain. The far side of this tunnel is certainly the most photographed part of the line. I mean, this is just an astounding view. No way to capture it all. Definitely one of those oh my god spots. Tunnel back there. And we're just going to slippery rock. I'll go over this on the train and show you about slippery rock. If you do any research on the railway, you'll see a lot of spots where practically onto trees and chip away the bed. This is those photographs are taken. Slippery rock. Very impressive. Bridges were numbered A, B, C, and so on, starting at the Skagway end of the track, so anything, the first bridge after mile 15 would be 15A and so on. And there you go, the most dramatic section of the Pass Yukon Route Railway.